Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., born on January 15, 1929, to a pastor and school teacher in Atlanta, Georgia, at the height of segregation in the South. At 15 years old, he studied law and medicine at Morehouse College, and later at Boston University for his undergraduate. He married in Montgomery, Alabama to Coretta Scott in 1953, where he then became the pastor of a Baptist church. By November of 1957, after the Montgomery bus boycott in Brown versus the Board of Education, Dr. King was a prominent national figure that represented a nonviolent resistance against systemic racism. Inspired by the teachings and practices of Mahatma Gandhi and activist Bayard Rustin, he co-founded the Southern Christian Leadership Conference, a group committed to achieving full equality for African Americans through nonviolent protest. King traveled the world giving lectures on peaceful resistance and meeting world leaders. Arrested for his involvement in the April 12th protests, King penned the Civil Rights Manifesto known as Letter from Birmingham Jail in defense of civil disobedience. He worked with other civil rights figures to organize the March on Washington in August of 1963, a rally to bring light to racial injustices. On the steps of the Lincoln Memorial, he shared with the world his iconic and moving I Have a Dream speech, to share his vision of a nation that truly lives by the words of our founding fathers.
That one day, this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal.
By 64, he was the youngest person ever to receive a Nobel Peace Prize. His work eventually led to the Voting Rights Act in 1965 that guaranteed the right to vote to all. On April 4, 1968, Martin Luther King Jr. was assassinated while standing on the balcony of a motel in Memphis. This was not the end of the movements he aspired, nor the work he dedicated his life to. On Monday, January 16th, America remembers and celebrates the life and legacy of MLK and his forever-lasting impact on bringing change to the world.
And it is that time is neutral. It can be used either constructively or destructively. And I'm absolutely convinced that the forces of ill will in our nation, the extreme righteous in our nation, have often used time much more effectively than the forces of goodwill.
Good morning, Clayton. Welcome back to News on Deck. Today is Friday, January 20th. I'm Abby.
And I'm Richard. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Please be seated.
Attention stage crew, be sure to stay updated on Google Classroom and be sure to check your calendar. Also, Art Club, you have a meeting today after school in room 533. See Mr. Schugertz with any questions. Attention eSports Club members, there will be an interest meeting on Tuesday, January 24th after school in room 301. The EGF spring season begins February 12th. Both middle and high school yearbooks are available to purchase at yearbookforever.com. High schoolers, don't forget, the price for the yearbook increases after January 27th. Please see Ms. Catilla in room 308 or Ms. Johnston in room 524 with any questions. Now to Richard with more announcements.
The winter-themed middle school dances tonight in the cafeteria, so there will be a DJ and photo booth there. Nice dress attire is strongly encouraged as well as winter-themed, but it's not mandatory. Admission to the dance is free, and one slice of pizza and one bottle of water will be provided to each student with no cost. School dress code still applies. Permission slips are required to attend the dance and were due to Ms. Gorgo in the SCC 2 days ago. The Clayton JROTC is raising money to fund their military ball. They will be hosting a Krispy Kreme fundraiser. They are selling glazed donuts for $11 a dozen, and chocolate iced donuts for $12 a dozen. Donuts will be delivered on February the 9th, so see any JROTC cadets if you would like to order some donuts. Now back to Abby with today's lunch, sports, and upcoming events.
For lunch today, the cafeteria will be serving cheese pizza with the veggie of the day and a fruit or milk of your choice. Remember to clean up after yourself and throw away your trash. In Clayton sports today, the middle school girls basketball team has an away game versus Monongahela at 4. The boys basketball team has an away game against Salem at 4. Good luck, Clippers. That's all for News on Deck. Remember, today is the last day of the second marking period.
So get in any late work if you have any.
Have a great day. See you tomorrow.